You're about to see some of the most jaw-dropping and amazingly fresh movies and TV shows that are coming to Netflix in May 2024. From gritty sci-fi movies set in dystopian futures to action-packed animations that will leave you on the edge of your seat. Here are all the interesting movies and shows coming to Netflix in May 2024. Now, to start off this list, we're going to be discussing the non-Netflix originals that will be available to stream in May 2024. But first up on the list here is Hellboy 2019. Now, for those of you who are unaware of this character, Hellboy is a supernatural being who works with the Bureau for Paranormal Research and Defense to rid the world of supernatural evils. This is kind of ironic because Hellboy is literally the son of the devil. But in the movie, Hellboy fights against an unspeakable evil that seeks to destroy the world, while he comes to terms with his own identity as well as his role in defending humanity. And then next, we have The Great Wall. Matt Damon and Pedro Pascal go to China and battle against giant green monsters. That's basically the plot of the movie, but the movie does go so much deeper than this. Watch as these two soldiers get thrust into an ancient battle between humanity and inhumane creatures known as the Tao Te, in massive old-timey martial arts and weaponry, and a blend of CGI battles that keep you on the edge of your seat. And then we have The Matrix Resurrections. The unflattering Matrix sequel that no one asked for is also coming to Netflix as well. So if you are interested, then by all means go stream to your heart's content. In my mind, there will only be 3 Matrix movies. And then we have The Unnatural. Now, before Cocaine Bear became a thing, Unnatural was the go-to horror movie that centered on bears. In Unnatural, a genetically modified polar bear gets loose and starts taking down people in Alaska. And then we're going to be shifting gears to talk more about the anime and the animation pieces of content that are coming to Netflix here. First up is Dr. Stone. Now, this is a popular science-based anime, which is making an appearance. Seriously, if you're someone who is looking to get into anime, Dr. Stone is a good place to start. It's funny, wholesome, and educational because it uses real-world science, which is really cool if you have little kids. And then we have Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1, which is also coming to Netflix. It's probably one of the most iconic new-gen anime in the world, with an amazing story, fight scenes, and a completely goated character named Gojo Satoru. You're going to love it. And then we have Pokemon Horizons, the series part 2. If you're looking to get some Pokemon action and want to watch some of your favorite Pokemon characters go on epic adventures, then Netflix has got you covered from the 1st of May. And then in the section, last but certainly not least here, is The Archer. Now, you're probably gonna make fun of me here, but I honestly did not know that Archer existed until recently. And boy, have I been missing out. Archer is centered on Special Agent Sterling Archer and his colleague as they carry out espionage around the world. The first 9 seasons are coming to Netflix in May as well. Now, all the aforementioned movies and content will be available on Netflix by May 1st. Also, if you're enjoying this video and want to see more like it, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the like button so you can always stay updated when we put out a new video. And now we're going to be moving on to the Netflix original movies. First up here is Down the Rabbit Hole. Now, this is a Mexican comedy that tells the story of a young boy, Touchty, a 10-year-old born with a silver spoon, only for him to realize that while his life might be amazing, the source of his family's wealth is not so amazing, and he has to deal with the baggage that comes with all that. Down the Rabbit Hole will be available to stream as well on May 1st. And then next we have Unfrosted, the Pop-Tart Story. Jerry Seinfeld is back again to tell us the story behind Pop-Tarts, and honestly, it's about time that we had that story come to our screen on May 3rd. And then next, one of the upcoming movies on Netflix that I'm personally excited about is Mother of the Bride, because it has 2 very talented actresses, Brooke Shield and Miranda Cosgrove, who play mother and daughter respectively. Now, after suddenly hearing about her daughter's wedding, Lana, who's played by Brooke, also gets the sudden realization that the father of her soon-to-be son-in-law is a man who broke her heart a long time ago. Talk about awkward. Mother of the Bride simply explores the dynamic in this contentious situation, and is coming to Netflix on May 9th. Then continuing on, we have Thelma the Unicorn. Netflix has always kind of killed it with their original animated movies, and it looks like Thelma and the Unicorn is going to be another banger here. Thelma is a little pony who wants to be a music star, but no one pays attention to her. But after a freak accident, her looks get transformed into a unicorn, and this gives her a lot of attention, which helps launch her music career. She makes an uncharacteristic enemy though, who is desperate to reveal the truth about her identity to the world, and this movie is set to debut on May 17th. And then we have My Oni Girl. Now this is a Japanese animated movie that focuses on a high school student, Hiragi, who meets an Oni girl from another world who is searching for her mother. She teams up with Hiragi and they both set out on this epic adventure to find her mother. My Oni Girl will be available for streaming on the 24th of May. And then we have Atlas. Now Jennifer Lopez gets her very own sci-fi movie, and I have to say it looks pretty good. In the movie, she plays a special agent who has dedicated her life to finding a rogue AI named Harlan, played by Simu Liu, who tried to destroy humanity at some point in time. Her mission takes her to another planet where she crash lands in with a futuristic suit that's ironically controlled by an AI. And now she has to put her life in the hands of an entity she's dedicated her life to hunting down, while doing her best to stop Harlan from destroying the Earth. See, I told you it looks pretty good, and it's available to steal on May 24th. All right, and now let's talk about some Netflix original series. The very first one is A Man in Full. Now this is a political drama that centers on a wealthy businessman who had fallen from grace and has enemies who are trying to capitalize on that. It is based on the critically acclaimed book of the same name by Farrar Straus and Jarreau, and it will be available for streaming on the 2nd of May. And then next we have Bakken. Will Forte is coming in hot in May with his own limited series on Netflix. And I'm excited about this because it has a very funny premise, and that is podcasters set out to investigate human disappearances in an Irish town. Knowing Will Forte, it's sure to be a banger of a series, and it will be available to stream on May 9th. And then we have Thank You Next. No, this is not the Ariana Grande song. This is a Turkish film that's more or less the same plot with the song, if I'm being honest. From what I can see, it's all about a girl who goes through a bad breakup and is suddenly thrusted into a world of modern dating, and it doesn't look like she's having a great time, if I'm being honest. You'll be available to stream this on May 9th as well. And then we have Blood and Zeus Season 2. And for those of you who haven't seen Season 1, it tells the story of Heron, a young boy living in the historic land of Greece who finds out that he is the son of Zeus, and his destiny requires him to harness his godly heritage to face a rising threat to his world. The story is action-packed with a lot of heartfelt moments, although the script did deviate from some conventional norms of Greek mythology, but it was a great series nonetheless. And now Season 2 is coming to Netflix, picking up where we left off by May 15th. And then we have The Bridgerton Season 3 Part 1 coming out. What can I say about this series that hasn't already been said? It's one of the more famous series on Netflix. It focuses on the romance and love stories of British high society and portrays them in a whimsical and superfluous manner. I love it. The first part of Season 3 will be available on May 16, 2024, while the second part will be available on June 13th. And this next one here is Maestro in Blue. Now this is a Greek limited series that's full of a lot of drama that's focused on Orestes, a struggling musician who meets a vibrant young lady looking to make it in music, but their plans go awry as they both get involved in a gruesome murder. Season 2 makes its way to Netflix on May 16th. And then we have Jurassic World Chaos Theory. Everyone in their right mind is excited about this Jurassic World spin-off animated series, which tells the story of 6 kids who survived the Jurassic World incident and managed to make it off the island in one piece. And now 6 years later, someone is hunting the 6 of them and sending dinosaurs after them, and it's not exactly clear what's going on. Catch the series on Netflix on May 24th. And then there's TP Bon Ami. Who's ready for an epic time-traveling adventure? TP Bon, or Time Patrol Bon, is an anime based on the manga of the same name that tells the story of Bon, who meets Reamstream, a time-saving lady who travels through time, saving lives, and works for the illustrious organization Time Patrol. They enlist Bon, and together he and Reamstream travel through time as they try to help people. The series debuts on Netflix on the 2nd of May. And then we have Eric, one of the upcoming series that I'm very interested in seeing when it drops because it stars Benedict Cumberbatch, and in my eyes, this man can do no wrong. Eric focuses on Vincent Klings, a puppeteer trying to find his missing son, and the way that he's devised to do that is to get his son's drawings on TV in hopes that if his son sees it, it will encourage him to come home. The series is set to stream on Netflix by May 30th. And then we have some other series that are also coming out on Netflix as well. We have a Swedish teen drama that's called A Part of You that's also debuting on the 31st. Then also debuting on the 31st as well is a Spanish drama about assault called Raising Voices. And then lastly here, we have a show called The 8 Show, which is a Korean drama series that's going to be coming to Netflix here on May 17th. So guys, that's it for the upcoming movies and TV shows coming to Netflix in May here. Let me know what your thoughts are on the roster and which are you most excited about. Be sure to check out our other videos here on the channel, talking about your favorite movies and TV shows on Netflix and other streaming platforms. And as always, thank you so much for watching Cinema Cascade.